Now then, let's start off with Dashing Away with the Smoothing Iron, or Smoothing Away with the Dashing Iron, whichever way round you prefer. This is a wonderful, wonderful song, and I know there's lots of you out there that love this, and it's all about, well, it's about doing the washing, something we cannot do at the moment because we've got no power to the washroom. But, you know, it's the thought that counts. So something nice and lively and bright and cheery to get your week underway. Here is Dashing Away with the Smoothing Iron. Enjoy. Nice deep breath. Here we go. 'Twas on a Monday morning that I beheld my darling. She looked so neat and charming in every high degree. She looked so neat and nimble, oh, a washing of her linen, oh, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron. She stole my heart away. Tuesday and hanging. Here we go. 'Twas on a Tuesday morning that I beheld my darling. She looked so neat and charming in every high degree. She looked so neat and nimble, oh, hanging out her linen, oh, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron. She stole my heart away. Wednesday and starching. Here we go. 'Twas on a Wednesday morning that I beheld my darling. She looked so neat and charming in every high degree. She looked so neat and nimble, oh, a starching of her linen, oh, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron. She stole my heart away. Thursday and ironing. 'Twas on a Thursday morning that I beheld my darling. She looked so neat and charming in every high degree. She looked so neat and nimble, oh, ironing of her linen, oh, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron. She stole my heart away. Friday and folding. 'Twas on a Friday morning that I beheld my darling. She looked so neat and charming in every high degree. She looked so neat and nimble, oh, a folding of her linen, oh, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron. She stole my heart away. Saturday, we're airing it. Here we go. 'Twas on a Saturday morning that I beheld my darling. She looked so neat and charming in every high degree. She looked so neat and nimble, oh, airing of her linen, oh, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron. She stole my heart away. Time for Sunday. Here we go. 'Twas on a Sunday morning that I beheld my darling. She looked so neat and charming in every high degree. She looked so neat and nimble, oh, wearing of her linen, oh, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron. She stole my heart away. She was dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron, dashing away with a smoothing iron. She stole my heart away. Now, as Alison says, quite rightly, in the comments, hate ironing but love singing about it. That's absolutely the core of this song. Nobody loves laundry, but a good song is good for the soul. There we go, everyone. Homechoir is off to the races, and we're ready for our next song. This is another cheery one. This is the wonderful, the star of the County Down. And many people know the tune for this, but not many necessarily, unless you're on Homechoir, know that there are brilliant words to this. Now remember, a Boreen is a narrow road and a Colleen is a beautiful young woman. Otherwise, all of these words, I think, make perfect sense. And this song is absolutely gorgeous, and dedicating it to any stars in County Down this morning. Here we go, the star of the County Down, so it is. Here we go. In Banbridge town in the County Down, one morning last July, from a boring green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet, from her 2 bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, sure I shook myself for to see I was really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down. Verse 2, here we go. As she onward sped, sure I scratched my head, and I looked with a feeling rare. And I says I, to a passer-by, who's the maid with the nut brown hair? He smiled at me, and he says he, that's the gem of Ireland's crown. It's Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann, she's the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down. Last verse. At the harvest fair she'll be surely there, and I'll dress in my Sunday clothes, with my shoes shone bright and my hat cocked right, for a smile from my nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, till my plough turns a rust-colour brown. Till a smiling bride by me own fireside sits the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down. One more time. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down. So I did. There we go, everyone. Fabulous tune for a fabulous part of the world. So, right, let's have a look at our new song today. And this is an absolutely beautiful tune. And it's one that I know is famous all around the world for various things. It was, I think the first time it was written down, I understand, was in the 1800s. Excuse me. Need my coffee this morning. Written down in the 1800s, but it's been featured in so many places since. It was played at the Queen Mother's funeral. It was even sung on an episode of Star Trek, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very, very old, very, very beautiful tune. The minstrel boy to the war is gone, in the ranks of death you'll find him. His father's sword is girded on, and his wild harp slung behind him. Lots of lovely, what's called modal moments. That means, as Tom Lehrer would say, every now and then I play a wrong note. So the tune goes like this. It goes. The minstrel boy to the war has gone, in the ranks of death ye will find him. Sing that together. 1, 2, 3. The minstrel boy to the war has gone, in the ranks of death ye will find him. Now the great thing about this tune, it's a folk tune, so that means the second half of the verse is exactly the same as the first. So his father's sword, 2, 3. His father's sword he has girded on, and his wild harp slung behind him. Now in our version, as arranged by yours truly, we will sing that first verse twice. Then the chorus goes. Land of song, cried the warrior bard, though all the world betrays thee. Okay, now this is a bit higher, And so particularly at this time in the morning, I'll invite you to sing it up and out into whatever room or space you are in. Okay, Land of Song cried the warrior bard, cries Homechoir. Ready, 2, 3, 4. Land of Song cried the warrior bard, though all the world betrays thee. And then, do you know what? They bring the tune back. One sword at least thy right shall guard, one faithful harp shall praise thee. It's a gorgeous tune, it really is. Now, the version that I've written has got a sort of washy, what's called a pad sound, filling the background. There's all sorts of modern instruments, but of course there's also some bagpipes and a Celtic tin whistle in there as well. As I said, I've gone a bit Simple Minds this morning, and if you've not heard of them, they're fabulous. So we're going to sing The Minstrel Boy. Follow me, and do enjoy it. Dedicated to everyone in the Emerald Isle this fine, fine morning. At least I hope it's fine where you are and your garden is not too full of trampolines. Here we go. Nice deep breath. The minstrel boy to the war has gone. In the ranks of death he will find him. His father's sword he has girded on, and his wild harp slung behind him. We're going to do that again. Here we go. The minstrel boy to the war has gone. In the ranks of death he will find him. His father's sword he has girded on, and his wild harp slung behind him. Land of Song cried the warrior bard, though all the world betrays thee. One sword at least thy right shall guard, one faithful harp shall praise thee. Okay, time for verse 2. Nice deep breath. Here we go. The minstrel fell, but the foeman's chain could not bring that proud soul under. The harp he loved ne'er spoke again, for he tore its chords asunder, and said, no chain shall sully thee, thou soul of love and bravery. Thy songs were made for the pure and free, they shall never sound in slavery. As I said, something a bit different from the accompaniment side of things today, but just one of the most beautiful, beautiful Celtic songs. I have to say, that's been on my list to do for about 3 years. Fabulous to have a chance to share it with you this fine, fine morning. Now, we're going to sing, well, an absolute classic, one that I think that everyone knows. This is a real link arms and sway along. So do link arms with your friends in Homechoir all around the world. Okay, I know they might not be right next to you, but they are next to you in spirit. And we're going to have this fabulous, fabulous song. Now, remember, I was in Dublin last year and will be there in a few weeks' time as well with the wonderful Choir of the Earth. And I did get to go and see the Molly Malone statue in Dublin, which was quite powerful. And, of course, the statue itself is life-size, and she's there pushing her cart along. And the statue Well, it's good luck to rub part of the statue, and you can see which part of the statue has been well rubbed throughout the years, as it's much, much shinier and brighter than the rest of the statue. And you think, would it be her nose? Would it be her cheek? No, I shall leave it to you to work out which part of Molly Malone has been well rubbed over the years. But let's just say lots and lots of people have gotten a lot of luck from Molly Malone, unlike poor Molly Malone. So let's sing Cockles and Mussels, Alive, Alive, Oh. Here we go. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Verse 2. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her father and mother before. And they wheeled their wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and sure no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Fabulous. Great tune, sad story. That, I think, is very par for the course with most folk music. You introduce a character, everyone gets to know and like them, and then you kill them off at the end, and everyone sings a jolly refrain. Well, we're going to sing a beautiful, beautiful song now, one that we know very, very well here on Homechoir. It's one of the very first songs we taught, and of course, it's a song that means an awful lot to us for all sorts of reasons. This is My Lagan Love, a traditional Northern Irish song. And it was arranged by my dear, dear friend, Eric Wetherall, who died 3 years ago now, but is still very much with me. I hear his voice a lot in my head. And of course, his music is just timeless. This was the first time that Homechoir was ever mentioned on the radio. We were played on Radio 4 on the Today programme. And of course, when we performed at Eric Wetherall's memorial service, this was the first time that Homechoir ever had a live round of applause. First time we performed our music in front of an audience. So all sorts of beautiful, very poignant feelings about My Lagan Love. So we're going to enjoy the beautiful video which Nikki put together for this project with guests from the wonderful West Country Choir Miscellany. This is Eric Wetherall's arrangement of My Lagan Love. Do enjoy.
The night is on her hair.
What a beautiful, beautiful recording. Of course, you also heard the cantilé there, as played by Susanna. And the last face on screen, for those who are wondering, why was that last person left on screen? That, of course, was Sophie Wetherell, who's Eric's daughter. And it was one of the more really beautiful moments when we made that first video. So thank you to everyone who took part in that. What a beautiful, beautiful recording that is. Now, we've got 2 more to enjoy today. Let's get the words back on screen. And this next one, well, I have very, very fond memories of singing this one in a bar on the banks of the River Liffey last year with just the most wonderful group of people. Lots and lots of home choristers and Choir of the Earth choristers together with the great Seamus and myself on guitar. This was a huge amount of fun. And so this is the version that I put together, including my wonderful, I say wonderful, my banjolele and all my guitars. This is Whiskey in the Jar for all of yous out there today. Here we go. Time for some whiskey, even though it's 11:30 in the morning. Enjoy. Here we go. As I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol, then I produced me rapier, saying stand and deliver, for he were a bold deceiver. Mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da, whack ball a daddy-o, whack ball a daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. Mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da, whack ball a daddy-o, whack ball a daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went into me chamber, I thought to take a slumber. I dreamed of golden jewels, and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew me charges, and she filled them up with water, then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da, whack ball a daddy-o, whack ball a daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. 'Twas early in the morning, before I rose to travel, up comes a band of footmen and light by Captain Farrell. I first produced me pistol, for she'd stolen away me rapier. I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da, whack ball the daddy-o, whack ball the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, 'tis my brother in the army. If I can find his station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, we'll go roaming through Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'll treat me better than me old me sporting Jenny. Mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da, whack ball the daddy-o, whack ball the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. There's some take delight in the carriages a-rolling, and others take delight in the hurley and the bowling, but I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning bright and early. Mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da, whack ball a daddy-o, whack ball a daddy-o, there's whiskey one more time. Mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da, whack ball a daddy-o, whack ball a daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Woo! That's such a cracking track. Thank you so much to everyone who sang with me on that very, very memorable evening in Dublin, particularly to Seamus, who brought a guitar for me to play on. I will always remember that night. Thank you so much. Now, look, we've got one more thing for today. And I do have to say, this is the result of a huge amount of work. Now, many of you, of course, were able to come and join us in late October last year when we travelled on our second Homechoir road trip all the way up to the Wirral Peninsula, which is just south of Liverpool and just north of Chester. And it's a lot of driving, a lot of work. My whole family came with me. They filmed the entire thing. And we had a whole load of wonderful home choristers come and join us in Birkenhead Park at the Roman Boathouse and then the Swiss Bridge, both of which were just wonderful locations. Very cold. It was raining. It was freezing cold, actually. There were all sorts of challenges. There were noisy animals, there were children screaming, and just as we started singing, bear in mind we booked the boathouse for a really good sing, a whole load of leaf blowers and chainsaws started up just a couple of yards down the road. So there were some challenges involved in the day. Now, the video itself is coming together beautifully, but it's not quite ready yet. Okay, we don't want to rush it. We'd rather you had to wait a bit longer and the whole thing just held together really well. But I do promise you, it is nearly there, and it looks and sounds fantastic. And so, as a thank you for your patience, this is a little preview. Now, it does include the song Hey Jude, but if you'll remember, those of you that came along, that wasn't originally on the list. We had Leaving Liverpool, we had The Miller of Dee, we had some other bits and pieces, some local songs. We didn't have Hey Jude. So there's a little bit of an explanation filmed on the way, and then the song. And thank you to everyone who took part in this, and particular thanks to Dave and Jill for reasons that you're about to find out. So do enjoy, everyone, this very special preview from our Wirral video. Enjoy. Singing some Beatles songs.
Which Beatles songs are we singing?
So, interesting story with that one. I thought Twist and Shout would be a good one because it's a song that they would have sung when they were still there, basically still the Quarry. And so I put that on the list. And then we had a request from Dave, who sent us in writing a formal request, signed in triplicate, for us to do something from Blood Brothers, Tell Me It's Not True. So we added that to the list, but it was already quite a tight list with the songs we had. And then just a couple of days ago, I was in London and got talking with Dave's better half, Jill, who said, could we not do Hey Jude instead? Why are we doing Twist and Shout? And I said, well, it's because the song that they would have sung on the Wirral. And she went, oh, okay. Can we do it anyway? I said, we've already got a fairly packed programme. At which point she said, but Dave gets his choice. Dave gets to do his song. I pointed out that Dave had actually submitted his request in writing, signed in triplicate, stamped, notarised, formally witnessed, and she said, oh, we'll see about that. The thing is, you know me, I will not be bullied, I will not be cowed, and I will not be pushed. That being said, she's quite scary, so we're going to sing Hey Jude as well. When we get to the very end, the na 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 na, I want to see clouds of birds taking off from my leg. Okay, I want this whole part singing along. I want choruses of chainsaws and leaf blowers and lawn mowers to join in. I want a whole... And squirrels. I want the squirrels come down from the trees. Anyway. Here we go. This one is for Jill. Here we go. 2, 3. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You are made to go out and get her. See you soon, folks. All the best. Bye.